Hey guys and gals, what's going on? I want to go ahead and apologize again for another cell phone video. My cameras are charging. I can't seem to keep up with those things. But anyway, I wanted to do just kind of a quick topic here, only because I'm really active on a lot of social media, on Facebook, on Instagram, YouTube, etc. And I do get a lot of times of people who are trying to shove like Shakeology and Herbalife and some of those, the It Works products, down my throat, down other people's throats. And when I simply try to give people an alternative, because here's my only thing. Beachbody is an amazing company. They've done a lot of good for a lot of people. The Shakeology, their version of their protein shake, for the price they want, it's just not worth it. And that's not even really just an opinion anymore, because when you break down the price to the nutrients to what you're getting and what else is out there, what else is available for you, I personally just can't see how to justify the price that they're wanting. So I made a little bit of a chart. I'm going to throw that up maybe here to kind of show you guys, and I'm going to be looking on screen here so I don't have a printout of that. But I went through a few different ones. I went through Shakeology, Herbalife, because those are some of the big ones that people try to sell and mass market. Muscle Farm Combat, just because that's one that I've used for a very long time because of how awesome it is as far as I love the taste. It's one of the few ones that I can drink with just straight up water instead of using like milk or almond milk. And it's got a lot of good nutrients. It's got digestive enzymes, which is what Shakeology likes to brag about. And then I'm going to throw up a comparison for the gym, just because that's another really popular one. I've personally, I only had a sample of it, and it was okay. It was good, but it just doesn't have in it what I would want for an overall, macro and all that good fun stuff. So anyway, we're going to go over this a little bit. So I've categorized it. As you can see, we've got your calories, your cost per serving, because that's important. Your serving size, that means how many grams are in a scoop. Your protein, your carbs, your fat. Does it have digestive enzymes? Does it have branched chain amino acids? Does it have some kind of a greens blend? And does it have glutamine? So the reason why I chose these specific things to look at is because these are usually the most important things, at least if you're trying to, whether it's lose weight, build muscle, maintain, whatever. These are some of the most important things you want to look at when looking at a protein powder. Okay, so first category we're going to look at is calories. So calories, Shakeology is about 160, Herbalife 90, Muscle Farm Combat 130, Gym 160. Those are all pretty much in line, and that's actually for one scoop, or one serving I should say. That's actually not bad. Those are all pretty good, because again, with the shakes, you should probably be using them more as either a pre-workout, post-workout, a snack. I wouldn't suggest using a protein shake as a full-on meal replacement unless you were to kind of maybe double up on it and do 2 times the servings, because whether your goal is weight loss, muscle building, maintaining, for a meal, a good quality meal is still going to probably be between like 300, 400 calories. Alright, so everyone's kind of in line there. Herbalife obviously is the winner if you're looking at for the most low-cal, if you're looking for like a snack. So now we're going to look at cost per serving. This is where you can start seeing a really big difference. Cost per serving for for Shakeology, $4.33 per serving, meaning every time you drink a Shakeology shake, that's over $4 that you're drinking. That doesn't really sound like a lot if you think about, if you were to go to a store and get like a ready-to-drink protein, or if you're getting, a snack at, you're getting an appetizer at a restaurant. It doesn't sound like a lot of money. The part comes where if you're trying to buy this and you're trying to take this regularly and you're taking it on a monthly basis, it was like $150 a month. I don't know about you, I don't want to spend $150 a month on protein, the fact that it's only going to last that 1 month. There are really expensive proteins out there, but that's usually because they're specialized, like, iso proteins and stuff of that nature. Alright, so Herbalife, we got $1.33 a serving, so, still kind of on the higher end, but not, anything that's super crazy. Muscle Farm Combat was one of the most affordable ones at about 92 cents a serving, and then the Gym, pretty much in line with everybody else at $1.19 a serving. So not a huge difference there, except for Shakeology. Serving size. The serving size, again, that's where how many grams are in your scoop. And this is an interesting thing to pay attention to, because a lot of times we don't bother paying attention to the serving size, the grams, and what that means to us. When you're starting to look at everything, like how many grams of protein are in here, how many grams of this, that, and the other, keep in mind that that's all reflective as into the total amount of grams in that scoop. So for example, in Shakeology, you have 42 grams in one serving. I'm going to kind of skip down and look at the protein there. That means 17 out of the 42 grams there is protein. So your protein shake has less protein in it than it does all the other shit. So 42 to 17, that's a difference of, I'm not super good at math right this second, but like what, 30-some, 20-some grams that aren't accounted for as being protein. That means there's other shit in there, whether it's fillers, whether it's the, you know, the stuff that they want to add in there, all the green stuff. You're only getting 17 grams of protein out of that 42-gram scoop. Going on to the Herbalife, you have 26 grams in a serving size and only 9 grams of protein. And what I find funny is that when I was looking at the Herbalife website, which, oh my god, is a nightmare to try to navigate, but the Herbalife website, they pretty much want that to be your meal replacement. A meal replacement, a meal of 90 calories, 26 grams in one scoop, and only 9 grams of protein? I don't know about you, but to me, that sounds... that's getting in that danger zone. Alright, going on to the Muscle Farm. That is, serving size is 34.9, can round that up to like 35 grams for the serving, 25 grams of protein. So that's got a pretty good gram of protein compared to what's in the scoop. Now this one, this specific Muscle Farm Combat, this is the one that includes the digestive enzymes and other stuff like that, as you'll see in that chart. So you're going to have more stuff in there, but I like that ratio of, you know, 25 to 35. That means there's only about 10 grams that aren't protein. And then going off to the gym, kind of similar. You have 38.7, can round that up to 39 grams in the serving. 24 grams of that are protein. So you're still getting a better ratio with the Muscle Farm, but the gym still isn't far off. All right. Then some of the other categories, we got the carbs. Contrary to popular belief, carbs are not the enemy. Now for me, since I'm currently on a ketogenic diet, I have to watch the amount of carbs that I have. I know a lot of people in the keto world say that you should eat, you know, completely stay away from protein shakes, but honestly, I've had no problem with having a protein shake, especially if it's low carb. Just have it every once in a while. So on the carbs, we're looking at the Shakeology is 17 carbs, Herbalife 13, Muscle Farm Combat 5, Gym 7. And I'm sorry guys, I didn't include the dietary fiber as far as to find out what the net carbs are, but I can tell you that none of these had like super high fiber where it would almost zero everything out. So those are all pretty much still on point. I think you could take off maybe 1 or 2 grams of carbs with the net carbs. Fat, again, isn't really a huge thing unless you're specifically on some kind of a low-fat diet. I still wouldn't suggest that because fats play a very important role in our protein synthesis, in the way our bodies burn. Anyway, so you've got 2 grams Shakeology, 1 gram Herbalife, 1.5 grams Muscle Farm, 3.5 in the gym. So those are all close to in line, gym scoring the highest there. Digestive enzymes. This is Shakeology's claim to fame, and every person who's ever tried to convert me to go into getting the Shakeology, including Beachbody themselves, they've hounded me time to time to be a coach. I don't like that word coach, for one, because in order to be a coach, you don't have to have any nutritional background, you don't have to have any degrees or any certifications in anything. You just pay them money, and they include you in this little pyramid scheme where you're a salesperson for them. They don't want to use the word salesperson because you're a coach. But at the end of the day, you're a salesperson, because a true coach will let you know options outside of this conglomerate monolithic corporation. Anyway, so digestive enzymes, of course, Shakeology definitely has digestive enzymes. The funny thing is that there's plenty of stuff if you wanted to eat in addition to your protein shake at a much more affordable cost that you can get digestive enzymes, right? Herbalife, I wrote some because their label is ridiculously hard to read. I don't know why they do that, but I had to read through line by line by line by line. You can look it up on their website if you want. But they do have some digestive enzymes in there, just not a whole lot, especially compared to like the Shakeology. Muscle Farm Combat, yes, has digestive enzymes. Doesn't have the huge list that Shakeology tries to show off, because Muscle Farm understands that there are key digestive enzymes that will still do the same thing without having to act as fillers. Again, when we're looking at, you know, that ratio of the serving size to the protein, there's a lot of fillers in the Shakeology. A lot of that comes from all this other crap that they added so that they can brag about, look, all the cool stuff that's in here. The gym did not have any of the digestive enzymes. BCAAs, branched chain amino acids. I love branched chain amino acids. I feel that everybody should be adding them to like a water and drinking them on a regular basis. And if you can get them in your protein at the same time, that's even cooler, because BCAAs play a big role in our protein synthesis. You know, that's your leucine, your isoleucine, and your valine. So those, I think it's cool that the Muscle Farm Combat, I think their new one, the 100% whey, I think they took those out for some reason, but in the just straight up Combat series, they've got the BCAAs in there. And if you look at this chart, you can see that they're the only one out of this group anyways that includes BCAAs in their protein shake. Again, I personally think that's cool because you want branched chain amino acids when you're training to, you know, use your protein synthesis. So I think it's cool that they add that in there. If Shakeology wants to be the grand master of all protein shakes, they should probably look at adding those in there. You know, it looks like they have some room to spare. All right, the greens blends, and that's just a randomization, however they decided, whatever book they looked at or whatever magazine they read, and were like, ooh, these are good things to add in there. So your greens blends are just going to be, you know, all this other, when you see all the, you know, spinach extract and this, that, and the other extract and blah, 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 whatever powder, broccoli powder, blah, blah, blah. So yes, Shakeology definitely does have that. Herbalife, it was the same thing with the digestive enzymes. I could pick out a few of them in there, but it was a very weird list to read. So yes, they had some. Muscle Farm and Gym do not. I think it's because rather than wasting all that space on fillers, they wanted to give you a little bit more protein, knowing that you can, for way more affordable than Shakeology, you can buy a little greens powder blend and add that in to your shake. Get the same results. And then glutamine. Just like the BCAAs, glutamine is very important, especially if you're training. Whether you're losing weight, gaining muscle, or maintaining, glutamine is very important because it's going to help your muscles rebuild and recover. So I think that's awesome. Again, yes, you can take a supplement. You know, if you're wanting to do Shakeology and you still want some glutamine, you pop a glutamine pill, drink your Shakeology, there you go. But you're also paying $150 a month for that. Meanwhile, in your protein, you have one less step. And if you see on this chart, again, Muscle Farm is the only one that has the glutamine built into the protein. Again, I don't say that that makes Muscle Farm the best protein ever. It's just the one that I like because it tastes the best out of all the proteins that I've tasted, and it includes more than the ones that I've had that taste good but didn't really include a whole lot. So again, I know this is a very basic chart. I know there are plenty of other haters that could say, well, you forgot about this, blah, 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 or you didn't consider this. All I'm saying is, when you're choosing your protein, use your mind, use research. If the community aspect of Beachbody is what drives you, and to you that's worth $150 a month, by all means do it. But when I get people who on certain posts ask, hey, what's a good protein? And then people start flooding it with, you need Shakeology, you need Herbalife, you need the It Works products, you need this, that, and the other. And there are these pyramid schemes. And I'm sorry, the reason I use the word pyramid scheme is because here's my theory. If a company has a super awesome product that gives results that people want, that product will sell itself. Companies like Shakeology, or like Beachbody with the Shakeology, purposely go out and find people to sell their product for them, to shove it down people's throats. Same thing with the It Works and the Herbalife. How many times have you been in your neighborhood and you see somebody with a freaking sticker or magnet on their car advertising that? My theory is that if you're a very good company with a very good product that's in high demand, you don't want people, you don't want foot soldiers out there because you're already making enough sales to try to keep up with. So again, guys, that's just my 2 cents. Leave your comments below, leave your opinions below. If you sell Shakeology, tell me why. Tell me what is it specifically that you like about that. Or if you purchase Shakeology, tell me what justifies the price, especially now knowing all the information. Did you learn anything? Was there anything new that you hadn't thought of? Guys, I love the community aspect. I don't post this kind of stuff for feeding the trolls. I don't post this kind of stuff because I say I'm right, you're wrong. I like the community aspect. I like knowledge. So all I'm providing here is knowledge. All right, guys, I'll catch you later.